Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. Lawrence?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 33 of the Real Flicks podcast. We're in, let's see, I think that was the third or fourth number that Shaq wore throughout his NBA career, so we're doing well. But how are you guys doing? Very, very avant-garde, kind of off-the-wall factoid to start, but I like Shaq, so.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm doing about his performance in Shaq Fu.
So you're doing great, obviously.
Yep.
And Josh, you're like, I think you're still sick, so you're probably Shaq's performance in Steel right now.
Yeah, still got a little something.
Was it just okay, as we all know, because that movie's awesome. So yeah, fun show today. We're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is going to be interesting. We got a little bit, not too much movie news coming up, but of what we do have, there's some cool stuff. And then we've got a very special surprise. We're going to talk about our top 5 favorite movies of the year so far, since we're in May. We're pretty close to the halfway point of the year, so we're going to talk about
not May.
Whatever. You know what I mean. It's June. It's June, okay? Just get off my back. Anyways.
Senioritis.
Because I'm a senior citizen, right? Anyway.
Yes, exactly.
But before we do that, we do have to do a little house cleaning. Quick update. Last week, Josh and you and I proposed a little wager. And this wager would be hinged on the film Finding Dory. And according to this wager, if the film scores a 90% or above on Rotten Tomatoes, you have to watch a movie of my choice. I get to pick the movie you watch, and you gotta watch it. But if the movie scores 89% or lower, I have to watch a movie that you pick for me. So, last week we said we would have our choices for each other as a bit of a preview with Finding Dory coming up. So, Josh, are you ready to unveil your choice?
I am.
Shit. Fire away.
All right. The movie you are going to be watching.
Well, I might.
Might have to watch.
You will be watching.
I won't be watching.
Because you told me that you have not seen it.
Oh, God. That doesn't narrow it down too much. But...
I picked it between. I was between two things. One is a bad movie. One was a good movie. But I'm going with the good one.
The Room.
So you say.
You're going to be watching The Terminator.
Oh. Okay.
That's fun.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because it's a great movie, and you need to see it.
Let's calm down real quick. Because it is a James Cameron film, so that is not necessarily a given.
I mean, have you seen Aliens?
Yes.
It was a masterpiece.
I mean, not as good as Alien, but...
I mean, nothing's as good as Alien, though.
It's way better than Alien.
No.
No.
The general consensus is that Aliens is the best of the franchise.
Well, the general consensus is made up of a bunch of people who like action movies.
You love horror movies, Josh, but you still like...
Because I like Alien, I just don't love it.
But you're a horror movie guy, and that's like, regardless...
The best horror movie ever made.
We'll talk about that when the next Prometheus movie comes out. Alien, or the next Alien, or whatever the hell it is. But interesting. So Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
What was out of curiosity's sake? What was the bad one?
X-Men Origins.
Oh, gross. All right. Well, I can live with that, I guess. So, as for my film, now I thought a lot about this. I had a lot of different ideas in mind, and what I ended up settling for is I don't want you to watch something I love that you may or may not like. I don't want to make you watch something you hate, or that a movie that is horrible and bad. I decided I'm going to go with a movie that frustrates you to no end.
Oh, Jesus.
That is a huge investment of time, and that I think that you need to give another shot to. So, Josh, your movie is Interstellar.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Ooh.
So, better carve out a nice solid block of 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Pixar, you better let me down.
You know, it was between the movies that it was between. I kind of mentioned like, oh, bad movie, good movie. It was gonna be either between Interstellar, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, which is obviously a good one.
I would actually rather watch that one.
And one of my favorites. And lastly, in all honesty, was Batman and Robin.
Oh my god!
So,
I'd much rather watch Interstellar. Jesus.
so I don't know. It's we'll see what happens. But interesting choices, both sci-fi, and we didn't really know that the other would pick sci-fi. Very interesting. So there it is, set in stone. We'll be finding out very soon. And of course, the loser will have to report back and talk about what they just witnessed, whatever it may be. But awesome. So let's move on. Let's talk about the news of this week, Josh. Get us started.
All right. Start off in the DC world. Nothing major at all this week except one story. This one. The Flash. The movie is coming out 2018, starring Ezra Miller. The director that we had previously dropped out. They were looking for a new one, and now we have one. It's going to be Rick Famuyiwa. Hope I pronounced that right.
You probably didn't.
Probably didn't. He's the guy who directed Dope. I don't know if either of you saw that.
Nope.
But that is happening. So far it seems like he's doing a lot of research for the movie. They're still going with the script that Seth Grahame-Smith wrote, and that was done by partially by what's their name, Lego Movie guys.
Oh, Phil Lord, Chris Miller.
Phil Lord, Chris Miller. Yeah. So yeah, the treatment was by them. So that's going on. Anything you guys got to say about that? I don't know, since you haven't seen Dope.
I've really got nothing other than the movies he seems to make have a theme with them.
Yeah,
You understand what I mean when I say that?
Let's just say I'll put it this way: it's surprising he hasn't worked with Tyler Perry yet.
Exactly. It looks like the movies he makes are better than the Tyler Perry movies, though. I don't know. I just don't know where this guy came from.
I'll loan you my Blu-ray box set of all the Medea films.
Okay, good.
Just to set you straight.
I mean,
but
when that came, was there room for about 8 more movies? Because those movies are never going to stop being.
Yeah, it was 3 pages, but they just packed in like 7 blank ones
just in case
for the discs. Yeah, it was interesting. Medea goes to the afterlife. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. I think that's a good choice. Like I saw like 10 or 15 minutes of Dope, and it seemed fine. Like it didn't seem, but was it Flash fine? Or I don't know. That's yet to be told. But I'm surprised you didn't bring this up, Josh. But the most interesting Flash related story I heard this week was that James Wan had the choice. Like they just said, "Hey, you want Flash or Aquaman?" He picked Aquaman. I found that interesting. I thought that Flash, I mean, that's a little bit more proven than Aquaman is. I thought he would have gone with that one, but
I liked his answer because the reason he said it was because it was his opportunity to do something new.
Exactly. I was about to say that.
Create his own world as opposed to do something that's been done before.
Exactly. So that's pretty cool. I respect James Wan if I didn't already. I respect him even more for that. But fascinating. Any final thoughts on this, Josh? What do you think?
I haven't seen Dope. It looked good. I wanted to see it. I've heard it's really good. So. I think this is probably a better choice than the Seth Grahame-Smith one, since he's a little less proven.
Right.
So,
cool.
But I think it's going to be good. I'm excited for the movie. And then keeping in the DC world, did you guys see the BVS Ultimate Edition trailer?
Nope.
I did not.
Probably watch it. I'll probably buy it. I liked that movie, so.
Yeah, same here. I'm literally the same as Cody. I'll wait, check it out. The really bad wig work, though. So
on what Jenna Malone?
Yeah.
So obviously everyone knows I didn't like Batman vs Superman, but for some reason Zack Snyder makes good trailers, or whoever cut his trailers make good trailers, except for the Doomsday trailer because that wasn't good.
That was such garbage.
But for some reason, this trailer got me really excited to watch this version of the movie. Apparently, it's 3 hours and 5 minutes long, which is too long for me, but if that's how long you need to tell a story, why not? Some of the footage that they showed in the trailer that wasn't in the movie looked cool. Some of it seemed to add something that maybe could have been missing from the actual movie we got. And I'm hopeful that this will make a better movie, one that I enjoy a lot more. So I think it will. But
doesn't sound like that's going to be too hard, but actually that is not the only Batman v Superman story to come out of this week. Did you guys hear about this? In our neighbors to across the pond, Britain, of course, a couple was fined and detained briefly after it was discovered that they were having sex during a screening of Batman v Superman. Fortunately, though, there were only 6 people in the theater, which is pretty telling. But so yeah, at least the movie's having some use at this point. Some people are getting some bang for their buck.
Get out. You're done. You're done.
Yeah.
I'm annexing this podcast
and
fine. Kicking you out. That was probably the worst.
Well, that means I can always go lower. So that's a new challenge I've set for myself. But yeah, Batman v Superman. Let's see. This comes out in July 19th. So
yeah,
they might as well just release it now. I mean, who cares?
I mean, technically, it comes out June 28th, the digital version, anyway.
Oh,
that's so stupid.
I hate that they do that. By the way,
I do too. I want to own a physical copy of your movie.
Yeah,
you probably make more money if I get a physical copy of your movie.
I don't do digital. I mean, I have digital copies, but just because they come with it. But
their artwork is pretty nice, though.
Which one?
For all the I'm on their Blu-ray.com with all the different editions. There's some pretty cool ones. Like there's the Batman statue, obviously, but they have one that's like a LexCorp dossier that's pretty cool. So I don't know. Cool. It's a lot of options. They might as well salvage what they can. But yep. So what's next?
All right. Next up, going out of the superhero world into the horror world. Stephen King's It is still happening, even though it's gone through development hell for like 7 years. And we have a casting for Pennywise. Do you guys know anything about Stephen King's It?
Never gonna beat Tim Curry. That's all I know.
Pretty much.
Yep.
No, I saw that on TV back in the day, and I saw a review online by Nostalgia Critic. It's my favorite review of his, but I haven't actually seen the movie because I hear it's really long. But I'm down.
I mean, it's not fun. A movie. It's like a mini series.
Yeah.
Miniseries. If a miniseries is 3 hours or below, I consider it a movie. That's like.
I guess.
That's just my brain. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong. Probably am. But whatever.
But we actually have official casting for the role.
Mm-hmm.
It was going to be played by Bill Poulter back when Cary Fukunaga was going to do the movie, but since he dropped out, they got the new director, and now it's going to be played by Bill Skarsgård.
A resounding who just came from the studio audience,
including myself.
Yeah,
he is
not Stellan though. That's interesting.
Yeah, he is the Skarsgård. He's the wrong Skarsgård.
Who's the old Skarsgård?
Yeah, who's the right Skarsgård? Let's get that straight. Is there such a thing?
No, the one I was thinking of is what's his name? I can't remember his name.
Exactly. Alexander Skarsgård.
No, is it Alexander? I don't know. But the one there was.
He is a pretty man. Oh wow.
But I don't know anything about Bill Skarsgård. I've never seen him in anything. He looks kind of creepy, but
thanks, buddy.
I've never seen him in anything. So. But yeah, like you said, I mean, Tim Curry, he kills it in that role in the original series. But I mean, this is going to be obviously it's not going to be. It's going to be higher budget. It's going to maybe look a little nicer, maybe be made more cinematic.
But will it end less silly than with the giant spider? Because that was stupid. That ending makes no sense.
But the fact of the matter is, if they wanted to really make this horrible, they would get Charlie Day to do his spider song. There's a spider, deep in my soul. Anyways.
Yeah, and then this is still going to be made into a 2-part movie.
Okay.
One focusing on the kids at a younger age, one focusing on them at the older age. So.
Huge cast.
I don't know if they're still going with Cary Fukunaga's script or they're just. I don't know how exactly that happened, but this is supposedly going to start filming in just a couple months, and I think it's coming out next year. I don't know if it has an official release date yet, but yeah, I think that's interesting. I don't know much about the actor, but I hope he's good. He's not going to be Tim Curry, but
nobody's Tim Curry.
Yeah, really not much on his dossier or resume or whatever, but
that would be like trying to remake Rocky Horror with somebody different.
Like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, probably.
Oh my God!
Get out!
I want that.
What? He needs to stop. He needs to take like 5 seconds to just chill for us.
Dude, Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Yeah.
He's a fine actor.
He needs to calm down.
He's a great actor.
He's fine.
He's fantastic.
Did you not see 500 Days of Summer?
I did.
Did you not see Don John?
No.
I did. I did
no
not
interest
like
in seeing
movie.
the movie.
That movie
He's
was
fantastic in that movie.
The movie was garbage.
That movie is incredible.
That movie was made... Jersey Shore, man. It was made as a thing about the Jersey Shore.
Maybe it was not. Maybe it was supposed to be garbage.
He was literally the situation, okay? Okay.
I'm addicted to porn.
Yeah. But Snowden could be good. But anyways, what's next?
Final story we got for this week. John Boyega. Everyone loves John Boyega, right? Right.
Yes.
He's Finn in Star Wars, and now he's going to be playing a lead role. I think it's the lead role in Pacific Rim 2.
He's playing Charlie Hunnam.
He's playing Ron Perlman.
Oh, the dream.
Playing Charlie Day. That's better.
All of them. It's a one-man show.
It's like Norbit with Eddie Murphy.
They couldn't afford to hire any other actors because they spent all of their budget on the mechs.
Damn it, that's the movie I should have made you watch, Josh. Norbit with Eddie Murphy.
I've seen Norbit a million times. I love that movie.
Wait, you do?
I like Norbit.
Okay.
All right.
That scene at the pool, though. Oh, God. Anyways, I saw that with my friend in the theater. It was weird. But we loved it. Yeah.
For the record, I know Norbit's terrible, but I love it.
Okay, that's fair. Just like with Birdman.
Oh, God.
It's not terrible, though. That's the only difference.
You should have made me watch Birdman if you really wanted to torture me.
Oh.
Well,
we're trying to expand your mind. He's not trying to...
Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. Just
exactly.
But apparently, John Boyega is going to be playing the son of Idris Elba, his character from the first movie.
That's convenient.
So
they should have thrown a curveball. It's the Japanese girl's kid.
Oh my God, that's great.
One of the facility's janitors steps up to be the hero.
It'd be like Good Will Hunting, but with mechs.
Yeah, true. Oh boy, he died. I forgot that he died in that movie.
Yeah, for some BS reason.
Oh, that's right. No, because he was in the kaiju, and then he I'm gonna fight this time. And they're like, okay. Which, by the way, we're gonna be hearing about Bond pretty soon.
Yes, we will.
That's gonna be awesome. I'm so hyped up. I'm gonna
What if they just announced that they're going on a hiatus for 10 years?
We quit.
I just rewatched Spectre the other day, and I'm happy if they want to take.
But don't you do that every day though?
Just about. No, I mean next one's Bond 25, so that's gonna be a whole thing. And if they have a new Bond to roll it out with, then there's a whole to do. So they'll definitely make it pretty soon. And that's exactly how it sounds. Great job.
I know.
Anything else, Josh?
No, that's it.
No, that's it. All right. Well, for this next half of it's more of a quarter of the show, I suppose. We're gonna talk about, since we're like I said, we're in June. Got it this time. We're going to talk about our favorite movies of the year so far. So without further ado, I'm going to start off with a couple of honorable mentions. We're just going to do one apiece going around, as we're apt to do. So I only had 2 honorable mentions this time because there's been a lot of movies this year. So some of them haven't hit with me, some have. But anyway, but these are the ones that I can confidently say are among the best and my favorites of the year. So my first honorable mention is a movie called Money Monster. I had talked about it briefly on the show before, and I mentioned how fond I was of it, and I still am. It's a really, really fun, really interesting thriller. It's got a lot to say, not just about economics, but about the media in general. And I really liked what it did with there. And George Clooney is amazing. I mean, I never wanted I guess kind of mild spoilers, but until Jack O'Connell's character showed up, I never wanted the stuff before that to end, because he plays this Jordan Belfort kind of not Anderson Cooper, but who's
that guy from
not a Jimmy Fallon, but
no, there's this show.
No, Jim Cramer.
It's directly spoofing a show.
Yeah, but he's way more handsome and fun than Jim Cramer. Jim Cramer, it looks like a bridge troll, but
way more handsome.
But so yeah, I wanted that to go on forever, and I really had a good time with Money Monster. I know critics kind of pooped on it, which is, that's fine. That's not, I don't think that's a movie for the public. That's a Mason movie, and
it's a Mason movie.
So, and I'm okay. That's all it needs to be. Next up on my list is a movie called Sing Street. Have you guys heard of this?
I want to see it so bad.
I think I've heard of it. I don't know anything about it.
Well, very simple explanation here. It's U2 the movie, for the most part, without them using U2, like Bono's name or anything like that. But it's heavily inspired by U2, my favorite band. It's a great kind of snapshot, I guess, into the early 1980s when music is trying to like catch its footing. The 80s is sort of it's on its way in, but the 70s just like an old dog just refuses to die.
Wait, hold on. U2's your favorite band?
Yes, one of them. Actually, they're right behind Green Day, but...
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Because we were talking before the podcast started.
Yes, exactly.
And
it's U2, it's Green Day, U2, ABBA, and then 30 Seconds to Mars. Actually, I hate 30 Seconds.
Two lies and two truths.
Oh, no.
You hate 30 Seconds to Mars?
I hate them so much. And it's not fair because I just hate Jared Leto.
No, Jared Leto's a better actor than he is a singer.
Yeah, wow, that's saying something. Nah,
he's a good actor. He's a very good actor.
He's fine.
But
anyways,
he's the Joker.
I hate the Joker so much.
Well, he's an ugly Joker.
You'll never understand. You don't understand, Josh, how much I hate the Joker. But anyways, this isn't a Joker discussion. This is a Sing Street discussion. But like I said, yeah, it's a great snapshot of the time. It's about music, and the music, both the soundtrack of songs like pop music, which is one of my favorite songs. I love it. Rio, other ones that I'm forgetting right now, but get that combined with the original music that they wrote for the movie. Just I was in heaven, and like I said, the movie there were a few differences from U2, but the very end when the main character and the girl that he's into, they get on a boat and they take their demo tapes and they go to London to get a record deal. That is straight from the U2 archives, and I had all the heart feelings watching this movie, and I love it to death. Sing Street, can't get enough of it. Just barely missed the cut. So Cody, honorable mentions.
I've only got one because I didn't think we were doing these.
Honorable mention, then, Cody.
Hail Caesar.
Oh, solid.
I very much enjoyed Hail Caesar. I thought it was funny. I liked it a lot. I liked all the actors. I liked everything about it. It was funny. It wasn't for everybody. I understand that. A lot of people really didn't like this movie.
One of them who's on this show.
Right over there.
It's at number 15 on my list.
And you saw 15 movies, correct?
That is correct.
You monster.
Savage.
Ben Savage. Anyway.
Wait, hold on. I'm retooling my list right now.
Okay.
I'm also going to include Money Monster in my honorable mentions.
Oh, great.
It just got bumped out by a different movie.
Okay.
It was on my top 5. It was my number 5 until I just remembered. But also Batman v Superman.
Nice.
Because I did like that movie.
Didn't quite make mine. But...
It wasn't that good, but there were things I liked about it. I thought it was serviceable. There we go. I need to stop looking at this list right now because I'm going to keep adding movies. But yeah, those are my 3. Hail Caesar, Money Monster, and Batman v Superman.
Awesome. Josh, take it away. Honorable mentions.
Okay. I have 2 honorable mentions. The first one is Keanu. The movie was hysterical.
The kitty picture.
The cat was adorable. I love Key and Peele. I love the supporting cast. It's all really funny, really well written. Some people said it felt like a sketch stretched out to 90 minutes.
I think that's exactly what I said. So don't substitute me, bro.
I did. Is that what you said? Okay, I heard that.
At me next time, bro.
I don't have Twitter, so I don't know what your lingo is.
Oh, you lie. You don't have one now, but you used to. Don't pretend.
I did.
At me.
Don't pretend. Just because you turned your back on it doesn't mean you don't know what it is anymore.
I ain't about that life anymore.
You're better for it, trust me. Anyways, Keanu.
Yeah. Keanu was a great movie. I loved it. And then the other one is The Witch. Great horror movie. Hopefully I'm about to see an even better horror movie in a week. But yeah, I thought this was really well done. Really good directorial debut for Robert Eggers. Great performances. Really, I love the atmosphere, the tension, and the goat. The goat is terrifying. So
I have something to say about that movie. Actually, came out in 2015.
Well, I saw it in
2016.
We saw it in 2016, but I didn't know if it counted. It would have made my list.
Festival release doesn't count as far as.
Yeah, I wish somebody told me that.
Well,
that's also one of my honorable mentions.
Okay.
Hope you're keeping a list because I'm not.
Oh boy. All right. Any more honorable mentions, George?
No, that's it.
That's it? Okay, great. Right, so starting off, my number 5 is a movie called The Invitation. This is sort of a smaller little thriller that I think I mentioned at some point in the over the course of the show. But I love this movie. This is one of those experience kind of movies where I know that on a technical level it may not be one of my favorites, and on a technical level I probably like Sing Street more. But from an experience perspective, and I may flip flop as time goes on, move Sing Street up. But as of right now, this is it. The Invitation is just such a like it's an investing movie where I kind of I got sucked into it, and I invested my time, I invested my brain power into it, and it toyed with my head. The ending is the most non-Hollywood. It's terrifying. Like this movie, there's some things that go on that are very, very startling in it, but for me, the scariest, the most surprising, the best part of the movie was the very last shot. For those who've seen the movie, they know what I'm talking about, because that last shot I still think about it, and I can still picture it in my brain, and I can feel how I felt when I watched the movie, where it's just like, this like wave of just damn kind of rolled over me, and just so for that reason, I really, really love the movie. It was a great experience, and I highly recommend it. So, Cody, you're number 5.
The Jungle Book. I love that movie. The movie was fun. I had a stupid-ass smile on my face the entire time I was watching it. The kid, I know you didn't care for the kid. I thought he did fine for his first time acting. I loved the songs. I loved all of the performances by the famous actors that they got. Still to this day, I don't know why Scarlett Johansson is one of the top billed, even though she was in the movie for about 2 seconds.
Yeah, did she film her voice part in an afternoon, or does it just feel like that?
And sure she did. She had 4 lines.
Mean, she sung a song, too.
Did she?
Yeah, she sung it for the soundtrack.
Oh.
Okay, so she's there for 2 days.
But no, I had a lot of fun watching this movie. It was good. I know it's a kids movie, but what are you gonna do?
Sometimes those are the best ones. But because everybody was a kid at some point.
That's true, except for you.
That's true. I was born cranky and
you were Benjamin Button.
You Benjamin Button, but you never got young.
Great. That's my dream.
A reverse Benjamin Button.
Just call me an asshole, okay?
Just a dick.
All right, Josh, you're number 5.
Okay, my number 5 is Deadpool. I love Deadpool. I think this movie did everything I wanted it to do. Brought one of my favorite characters to life. It made me laugh nonstop. Ryan Reynolds was born for this role. Can't wait to see him again. I thought the supporting characters were great. The action was really well done. It's fun. It's just one of the most fun movies I've seen in recent memory. So it's a really nice addition to the whole superhero genre we got going on right now. It's different a little bit. I love Deadpool. It was great.
So can you say with confidence that X did give it to you? Because it said it was gonna.
It to you. He
X
said
did
that
give it to
a
me.
lot.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. Great soundtrack, by the way.
Yeah.
Awesome. So my number 4 is a movie that I saw and I really liked, and then I thought more about it, and then we did an episode on it, and I've just been enjoying it more and more and more, and I'm just I think I'm at the top of the roller coaster right now, so it snuck onto my list. It's a movie called Midnight Special. I still do have a few little issues with the movie that I kind of addressed in our episode on it. Just the emotions just feel a little bit lacking, and there was a couple of little kind of narrative things that they could have, polished or tweaked. But if I sit back and just think about the experience I had watching this movie, and just kind of think about what it was doing and how it was going about, and the logical sense that Nichols took to just telling this story, I just end up liking it more and more and more, and I can't wait to see Nichols. He's got another movie coming up, kind of like a not a civil war, but civil rights drama. There we go. And I'm excited for that, but I can't wait to see what genre this guy tackles, because he's kind of run through the gamut of all of them throughout his time as a director. So I'm excited to see what he does next. And Midnight Special, loved it.
I'm glad one of us did.
There you go, Cody, number 4.
X-Men Apocalypse.
Really?
Yeah, I really liked that movie. I
Wow.
wasn't bullshitting when I said I liked it.
No, I just didn't expect it to be this high.
I mean, I threw this list together in 2 seconds, just so you know. This is not concrete. The only ones that actually matter are my top 3. Let's get serious.
Okay.
Those are the only ones I took time to think about. But no, I really liked X-Men. I really liked Apocalypse. And I just had a lot of fun watching this movie, especially whenever Quicksilver was on screen.
Same.
I enjoyed this movie quite a bit.
Great. Josh, number 4.
Okay, my number 4 is 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Ooh.
This is a really, really fantastic movie. Just a great suspense thriller. I guess it's a sci-fi thriller, sort of.
It's muddled.
Yeah. Just the performances. John Goodman. Holy crap, he's amazing in this movie.
New baby girl.
Yeah, Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She's great. The other guy, I keep forgetting his name. He's awesome.
The guy from the newsroom.
Yeah,
Yes, that's his name.
not Jim Halpert.
Not Jim Halpert.
Get it? Because his name is Jim Harper. That's Sorkin. He's a wily fox.
Yeah, he's a great writer.
I'm really excited to see more of what Dan Trachtenberg can do as a director. I loved what he did here. J.J. Abrams, the way he kept everything secretive, and I just went in and I didn't know a single thing, and it was awesome. Which is why I have not been watching as many trailers anymore. And it's been really great. So,
If I had the soundbite of Christian Bale saying "Oh, good for you," I would play it.
Good for you.
That's no. It's like, oh, good for you. Kind of like.
That was not even close.
I was close.
No, you were close. Cody's wasn't close.
He's doing his best.
That sounded like someone else.
It's like Steve Irwin, right? Or something.
All right, okay, we can move on.
Come on, you crapped on me. Anyways, great. So you, what else about 10 Cloverfield Lane?
Great movie. Go see it.
Get it?
Savage.
Cloverfield Lane is what I said.
Yeah, wow.
Thanks, guys. I dug that movie a lot. That was a really good choice.
That was a good one.
Thanks. My number 3 is an animated film.
Who?
One of the 3 animated films from this year, and that I've seen, and I count a couple of like Turtles and Jungle Book are pretty much animated films in my mind.
Straight up Minions. He's about to say Minions.
Never. That would have been a movie to torture me with, Josh. That'd be a good one. But no, my number 3 favorite movie of the year is a Disney flick. It's called Zootopia.
Still haven't seen it.
So I loved this movie so much. It's perfect counter programming to the rise of the Trump. It's just the movie was ahead of its time before it even knew that it was going to be of its time, if that makes sense. Like this movie is just it's perfect. All the stuff that it deals with, the kind of like ideas and kind of the moral things, which some movies it seems like they're turning their nose up, but with this movie it seems genuine. The voice acting is great, especially from Jason Bateman, who is just this guy. I feel like if he wants to, and if he gets the right role, he could win an Oscar without breaking a sweat. I think he is one of the most talented guys in Hollywood that doesn't shove it in your face. I love him. He did some great voice work in this movie, and it was like a crime thriller. It was fun. It was a little mystery. The animation was gorgeous, and I had a great time. So number 3, Zootopia. Cody, go number 3.
10 Cloverfield Lane. Or 10 Cloverfield Lame.
Oh, nice.
Just what Josh just said. I liked this movie. It was a complete surprise to me. I'm super surprised at how much I actually enjoyed this movie. I loved everything about it. I love Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She's ever since Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, she's been my number 1. She's fighting Alicia.
Ooh.
But back to the main point. I really liked it. It was lots of fun, if you can say that.
No, I can't remember from our episode on. But were you cool with the ending, or
The ending kind of came out of nowhere.
Okay, that's right.
It didn't piss me off.
Mm-hmm.
It just confused me.
Okay.
I was hoping that would be the ending. So.
Well, in case you guys kept tabs on it. The movie was made for $15 million, and it's grossed 108.3 million so far. So
Wow.
quite the hit.
It's not
Big
even
money
out on
maker.
home DVD yet.
Take notes, Hollywood. You can do it for a lower budget.
That's true.
They'll
Sometimes
just keep
they're forced.
making sequels and stupid remakes. That's what they'll do.
That's true. Right, Josh, your number 3.
My number 3. We just talked about this 2 weeks ago. The Nice Guys.
Fedoras and all. Great.
Shane Black came back after the awesome Iron Man 3.
Relax. It's not awesome.
It is awesome. It's a flawed movie, but it's great. It is Shane Black. I think he did a great job. The script for this movie is fantastic. I thought the chemistry, Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe are outstanding. Really funny. Fat Russell Crowe is my favorite thing ever. And Ryan Gosling is hysterical. Two of them and the little girl, she's great. It's just so much fun. And just the chemistry, the action is pretty fun. The writing is smart. It just feels so Shane Black-esque, and I love it. I just love that. I want to see more and more Shane Black stuff. So
Yeah, you gotta get to watching Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
As long as he stays away from superheroes, I think he's fine.
I agree, absolutely. So awesome. So the Nice Guys.
He should do Batman.
No. Shut your mouth.
Oh my God, that'd be so bad.
It's horrible. Just be Alfred quipping the whole time. Like, shut up, Alfred. Hope you die.
It's fun every once in a while.
Every once in a while. Like, would you like the Lamborghini, sir? Or would you be like in the Batpod, sir?
Or I loved him in Batman v Superman, though.
That's true.
That Alfred was awesome because he was just fucking done.
He hated everything.
Whatever. This is so stupid. Voice thing works. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. You just suck. He's so
vicious.
So mad.
So vicious, but so relatable. Awesome. So from my number 2 is technically a TV show, but like I said earlier with my mini series little spiel, I think it's a movie. It's 3 hours long. It's one story. It's not setting up another season of a TV show, and it's a movie. And then there were none. One of my favorite things I mentioned on the show before, I just love Agatha Christie's original book that was originally, and you can look this up because I won't dare say it, but had a very different title that let's just say would have gone over well with plantation owners back in the South.
I'm looking it up.
Pre-Civil War. And then there were none is... I'm pretty sure it's the best. I'm 98% sure it's my favorite version of this story.
Wow. What a
Holy
title.
God, that's awesome.
Yeah. That was rough. That was really rough. It was a different time.
Came out in 1939.
Yeah, it was a different time.
It's not that different of a time.
It was different enough. But anyways, I loved it, and then there were none. They took the book and they made it all the more better. They with the flashback sequences and some of the performances in there. The only thing I don't care for when it's just kind of like a Mason thing is the location of it. The mansion, the place that they go to. I don't like watching that as much as I like watching the mansion they go to from the original. But that's just my personal taste. It doesn't take much away from the movie, which I still loved. So, and then there were none. My number 2, Cody.
Number 2, Captain America: Civil War. Great movie. Amazing movie. We've talked about that at length on our episode. I can't really...
Don't clump me into that.
Josh and I talked about it at length in that episode because it was so good. It was so great. Everything about it was amazing.
Yes, it was.
If you want to know how I really feel, go back a couple episodes. Just know I really dug it. I think I gave it a... Did I give it a 10?
Yeah.
9.5 you gave it.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You gave it a 9.5.
I'm a monster.
That's what I said. Cool. Captain America. So definitely going to be your favorite Marvel movie of the year because you also kind of shit on Doctor Strange.
Because it looks so stupid.
What? That looks great, Doctor Strange.
No, it does not look great. It just... I don't know. They're
like
scraped... I know it looks like Inception. I don't want it to look like another movie. I want it to look like its own thing.
It looks like its own thing. It just it looks like it's other dimensions and stuff.
It looks like a mix of Inception and Batman Begins, TBH.
I don't know. I think they're scraping the bottom of the barrel for their characters. And
Doctor Strange is like one of the most popular Marvel Comics characters.
But nobody likes him. Who likes him?
Everybody.
Name one Doctor
one
Strange
person,
villain.
Yeah.
Me.
No, one Doctor Strange
Are you
villain.
a villain?
Wait, villain?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I think you said fan. Oh,
I did say fan, but his is better because.
That's what I thought.
And you? There's no villains.
No, he has villains. I'm looking them up.
Yeah,
no,
you don't know
you
him.
cannot do that.
You don't know.
Well,
him.
I know one of them. I'm
So
just making
say
sure
it. You don't get to.
I was making sure he's a villain because I don't know the lore that
Just say it first.
much. Dormammu. That's what I was thinking of.
Gesundheit. You need a tissue? Are you still sick? Get it?
Yes.
Anyways.
That's funny. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's not like an A-lister, but that's what Marvel does. They take their B-listers, make Guardian. Who the heck knew about Guardians of the Galaxy?
But they did that very well, and if they do this movie very well, I'll be happy. But
So far,
it seems like they're going so far out there. They're actually using magic, like literally.
Yeah, that's what they've been building towards. Like Marvel's like, yeah.
let's save this for the next trailer, shall we? All right.
Yes.
Anyway,
Okay.
but the movie needs more Doogie Howser if it's gonna be a doctor. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Do. Anyways, great. So Josh, your number 2.
My number 2. Where'd it go? The Jungle Book. It's my number 2. Yeah, I love this movie. I thought it was fantastic. The kid, I thought was great. And I think the visuals, the CGI is unlike, it's on another level. It's absolutely incredible. And the voice acting is fantastic. The action scenes, the directing, the writing, it feels so, it's powerful. It's fun. It's exciting. It's such a great movie. And I think it's better than the original. So, and in fact, I'll actually say this is one of the best Disney movies in recent memory, like Disney, not like Marvel or Lucasfilm or anything like that, but Disney proper, like a Disney film. This is one of the best that I can think of in the last probably 10, 15 years, to be honest.
Let's see. When did The Great Mouse Detective come out? But no, here, listen to the year that Idris Elba's had: Zootopia, Jungle Book, Finding Dory, Star Trek Beyond.
Oh my god!
Wow,
damn!
He's gonna play 2 of the best villains of the year.
He's not playing a villain in Finding Dory.
No, and I'm talking about in this.
You didn't even see Zootopia, by the way.
That was me.
He was hysterical in Zootopia.
I haven't seen.
I thought you saw Zootopia, Josh.
No, I didn't want to see it.
What?
What was that? What was the other one? Inside Out.
Yeah.
Still haven't seen that one either, by the way.
Oh my god.
You got it. How have you not seen Zootopia? Is great. It comes out on Blu-ray this week. I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Great. So number 2, Jungle Book. So my number 1.
Let's see. I hope it's super indie and like. Really messed up. It's a movie called The Real Flicks Podcast.
There are a few things in this world that make me feel true joy. Some of those things, however, are music and baseball. And this movie had both of them in spades. It is a movie, the latest film from Richard Linklater, that I think blows his last one out of the water. Everybody Wants Some. And for the record, I loved Boyhood, but Everybody Wants Some is my favorite movie of the year so far. Just the experience I had watching the movie, the filmmaking that Linklater was able to do, able to pull off, the storytelling, the characters that he was able to just completely flesh out, where I never wanted to leave this. The movie takes place over the first weekend of the new semester at a college, where this freshman kid moves into the baseball house, and he starts to meet the team, and he interacts with the team, and while they're going through that weekend, they go to different parties that are like related to different music genres. Like they go to a disco, they go to a country club, they go to like a kind of 70s Flower Child sort of kind of a deal. They go to a punk show. It's just the movie. It's about my favorite one of my favorite decades of music, and it's about one of my favorite definitely my favorite sport. And just the Linklater, the comedy, and I don't want to say the emotion because it's not that emotional. It's just, but he just he sprinkles emotion throughout the movie, and you just sort of
character moments.
Yeah, but it's very subtle the way he does. Like Boyhood is, I love Boyhood. Boyhood's a pretty straightforward, your father and I divorced. This happens, that happens. You get older. This one is just about, hey, we're all here. We're all here. We're all doing our best. We're all trying to have a good time. And one of the characters is a total embodiment of that, where I don't want to spoil anything for you, but he goes through a very interesting character change, we'll just say. And I loved Everybody Wants Some. As of right now, obviously there's a lot of movies I've yet to see, but I'd be shocked if this isn't at least in my top 2 at the end of the year. I loved it that much. It's fabulous. So, yeah. Cody.
Question first.
Yes.
So I heard this was a spiritual, or supposed to be a spiritual sequel to Dazed and Confused. Does it actually have anything to do with that at all, or is that just
it's a spiritual sequel? You'll understand when you see it.
Okay.
Like, I think
tone and all that stuff.
The Boyhood, Dazed and Confused, Everybody Wants Some. Probably definitely my favorite trilogy of all time.
Okay.
Like, I know they're kind of different, but they're by the same director and they're in their same spirit, and they kind of take place at different times in different places. But as far as I'm concerned, it's a trilogy and it's my favorite. So that's Mason's pretentious hour. So Cody, let's move on to you. Your favorite movie of the year so far?
My favorite movie of the year so far was The Nice Guys.
Okay.
It was very funny. Knowing me, they made so many Hitler jokes in it, and I thought that was so funny. They did such a good job with this movie. Shane Black totally almost redeemed himself for the abortion that was Iron Man 3.
Savage, but true.
I could tell he was having fun writing the script, and it made its way to the actors and to the audience in this movie. And I can't wait to see this movie again because I enjoyed it so much. The actors all had so much fun making this movie, and they all did such a great job in it. And they like each other, I can tell, and I hope they keep making movies together, all 3 of them.
Nice. Probably, in a sequel to that movie would be interesting. I don't think we're gonna get it.
We're not, but
yeah. Oh well.
I wouldn't mind that.
Maybe when Shane Black's done doing Dr. Savage, and he does Doctor Strange 2, and then Doogie Howser, the movie. How long until we get a Doogie Howser reboot of some kind, or I don't know.
I hope never.
Josh, your favorite movie of the year so far is
Captain America: Civil War.
Surprising shocker.
Yeah, surprise to everybody. Yeah, I love this movie. We talked about it for 2 hours. I don't need to say that much about it. This is a great movie. It's my favorite Marvel movie. I think I'm gonna say it. It might be my favorite superhero movie of all time.
Wow, big words.
But I'm still going with The Dark Knight for now, just because I need to see it a couple more times to really certify that. But
it's legit triggered right now.
I'm happy. I'm happy you're triggered. And then it's a great movie. I did everything I wanted it to do, and it's fantastic. Good job, Marvel.
Great. So, Nice Guys, Everybody Wants Some, and Captain America: Civil War. Yours kind of sticks out because it's in 2016 or whatever, and ours are in the 70s and 80s. Jackass.
We were trying to do a theme.
And you fucked it up.
Yeah, every time.
Could have at least picked Sing Street. I mean, come on, man. But yeah. So let's move on to the conversation of the day, of the evening. Let's talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows.
What are you, superheroes?
Just 4 brothers who hate bullies and love this city.
So, Cody, we metaphorically dragged you.
Yeah, you literally made me see this movie.
Unfortunately, democracy rules, as you well know, in a democratic society, which this is. So, communism in a way, actually. Would you rather talk about communism than this movie?
Yeah, I'd rather talk about anything than this movie.
All right, so let's get your initial thoughts on it.
I didn't like it. I had no fun watching this movie. I got none of the jokes. I did not care about any of the characters, including the new ones. I didn't like the villains. I didn't like anything. The CGI was garbage in this movie. Oh my god. I didn't like it. Those are my initial thoughts.
As for me, we've had a good year so far. Like, I mean, obviously, if you avoid the obvious stink piles, like like the forest or the woods or whatever that awful found footage thing was, if you avoid stuff like that, then this is a good year. there's a few movies that I haven't liked, but nothing I've been able to say is bad. Which is where Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 comes into the fold. This is, and I didn't hate it. I did not hate it. I did enjoy parts, which we'll get into later on, but it was so bad. It was a movie for kids in the worst possible way, where they just let's hammer in this plot device that we already did.
Joke in there.
Yeah, that we did in the last movie, because I watched the first movie because I enjoy self-harm, which actually I didn't mind it. It was fine. They pretty much did the same thing. Like they had their characters go through a development for the second straight time, which was a lot of fun, and I just kind of was miserable for a majority of the movie, and that's not always a fun thing to experience at the movie theater. I mean, with something like Room, fine. If you want to be miserable, that's at least well made. But this is not a very well made miserable. So I am low on it as well. A little higher than you, Cody, but still trending downwards. So Josh,
all right, Josh, let's see if you fuck up our theme again.
I had fun.
Oh, of course.
get out.
I don't know.
Explain yourself. No, I generally. No,
I
let's
don't
hear
know
it.
what people expect from these Ninja Turtles movies. They are never, not aside from one of them, none of which are live action. None of them have ever been great. They're not great movies. They're never gonna be great movies. They're never gonna be great pieces of storytelling. They're about 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Just listen to those words, hear how stupid it sounds, and if you are into that kind of thing, expect that kind of thing. Don't expect anything else, which is what I think a lot of people do. Not saying you guys.
I can't
not
help
you,
but,
but like,
yeah, I can't help but point out right now that you and I had a very similar conversation to what, and I was on your side at this point. We were flip sides, and we were talking about the Transformers movies.
Oh,
yeah.
So I'm just wondering,
Because there's potential in Transformers to actually have good stuff, or at least have fun stuff, even if it's dumb. And it's not.
But those are robots that turn into vehicles, which is just
Which you
as
can-
silly as tuning
it's
back.
as dumb
cooler.
as a premise.
Here's the difference between those. You can make those movies just dumb, light, fun, like this. The difference is those movies are each 2.5 to 2 hours and 40 minutes long, take themselves incredibly seriously, and think they're way better and way smarter than they actually are. These movies know they're stupid, and they don't try to be anything other than stupid. That's the difference. So if Michael Bay, that's the problem I have with Michael Bay movies in general, when he's directing them, not producing them because he's less involved, is he tries to make these big, epic, huge movies, but then he says, oh, I make movies for 13-year-old boys. But yet,
and this movie's for 9-year-old boys, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's not much.
But except this one does its job.
I'm calling you out on it. I'm calling you out on it. You flip flopper.
I'm a flip flop.
You beach you.
How? Explain.
I don't know. You just play. If I listen back to our Transformers conversation, I just say you're making very similar points as to why you hate Transformers. But yeah, that's fine. I don't.
Yeah, it's just with Transformers. Like again, it's just those movies don't. The thing is, I think they both Transformers does this job poorly. These movies, sort of, do their job well-ish,
No.
kind of. Yeah.
What's their job? What is the
To
point
be
of
silly,
making this
stupid, fun
movie?
movies
What
about
is
Ninja
the
Turtles.
art? Where is the art in
There's
this?
no art. It's Ninja Turtles. There's not art.
But there is still a potential for these to be good movies.
No,
There's
no.
a lot of people, and myself included, they enjoy the live action, very first live action
The
Turtles.
1990 movie.
Yeah, I think it's a good movie.
Or the
I-
cartoon.
Charming.
People really, really love the cartoon.
Yeah, why can't it be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon? What's holding it back from being as good as that? Which I haven't seen, so I'm kind of taking the public's word for it. That's pretty good. The 2007 or whatever one, the animated one.
That one is, it embraces everything that makes it's just live. It's just some things don't work in live action that work in animation. It's really as simple as that. It's just some
Like what?
things.
I haven't seen the movie, so explain to us.
That movie can be animated and be fun and light, but you can balance between tones a lot better when you're doing animation, but then you can do in live action and make it feel good. It's like that. That movie's a lot. First of all, that movie's a lot shorter than any of the live action movies. That movie's like an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes, and it just has a really simple story, but it gets the characters. It's smart with the characters. but it doesn't take itself too seriously. It doesn't try to be anything other than it is. With these movies, I'm mainly talking about the 1990 movie. It's just bad. I think that movie is terrible. I really think the 1990 movie is awful. And then the 2000, I never saw either of the sequels, Secret of the Ooze or TMNT 3, whatever.
It was just fine. It's decent. It's pretty much Ghostbusters too. So
I love the Ninja Turtles from the 2003 or 4. I don't remember which year it was. The series from the early 2000s. That was the show that I enjoyed. Those are the Turtles I liked. And then obviously I love the 2007 animated movie. And then the 2014 movie. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just it's my problem with that movie is just it's too much focus on these terrible human characters, just like the Transformers movies. And it was trying to be a little too serious, and it was, but unlike the Transformers movies, it was not completely overlong. It was the actual turtle characters were good and fun and likable, unlike the Transformers characters who aren't.
That's where I'm gonna jump in here about the characters for a second.
Okay.
With those Ninja Turtles, I don't know if I just didn't get it. Everybody was super whiny in that movie. Everybody but Donatello was a crybaby.
Well,
and that's because Donatello was too busy trying to do computer stuff. You got Mikey, I want to fit in. Like, okay, cool. I get that. That's a tropey thing, but whatever. And then you got Raph saying, oh, he's lying to me. I don't like Leo. I want to be the leader. And then you got Leo saying, no.
I'm a bad leader.
Nobody listens to me. We don't work well together. I'm like, do something about it. Don't go complain to your dad. Just do something. I don't get it.
The thing is, I think, and you said this to us over text. You said you're just not a Turtles person.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Yeah. So I mean, if you don't like the Turtles in general, you're not gonna like this movie, and that's fine. Like, I get it. Like, but the thing is, this movie especially, I haven't even talked about this movie yet. I've just been talking about the older movie. This movie especially. So I had a lot of fun with this movie. It's not a great movie. It's as of right now, this is the only live action movie I could say is legitimately good, but it's not great.
Oh boy,
legitimately okay.
As in it's successful in what it's accomplished trying to do.
What's
to
it
me
trying to do?
That make you have fun and give you lots of fun moments with the Turtles that you loved as a kid.
Now,
and if you didn't love the Turtles as a kid, you're not going to love them.
It's not that I hated the Turtles. I never was against them. I'd watch their show when it was on. I don't understand these characters.
Yeah, I'm the same as Cody. I played there was a video game on NES.
That super hard arcade game.
Yeah, me and my friend. Like we weren't even that close of friends, but I call him over all the time. Like, hey, help me beat this game. We never did. But
we never did.
I always
hate
liked
that guy now.
No, he's a good dude. I actually always liked Donatello. He's always been my favorite one. But they kind of made it. They sort of like typecast him as a nerd.
There's two versions of Donnie. Which one did you like?
This one was horrible.
Okay, so you like the kind of the stoner version?
I guess so. By default, I don't know.
I want to see the Ninja Turtles when they find weed. I want that in my life.
This guy was too like, oh, I have tape on my glasses. I'm skinnier than Raph, and I complain. I use big.
He was too anthropomorphic. He looked almost too human. True. He was creeping me out.
Yeah.
He was on the wrong side of the uncanny valley, and I did not.
Yeah.
Oh, the designs for these turtles are garbage too.
Yeah, they're pretty rough.
So here's what I like. Like, as a film, like, I think the CGI. I don't know. I mean, no disrespect, but I think the CGI is great. I thought the CGI was mainly just on the turtles. I thought it looks really good. It blends in really good with the live action, and I think the performance capture work is surprisingly great. I think these 4 actors do a fantastic job at putting in a really good performance, especially the guy who does Mikey, because I've seen some of the stuff behind the scenes, and the dude he dedicates when he does this stuff.
Is he also the voice though?
Yeah, they all do the voices.
That's good.
And they got rid of what's his name for Leo from the first movie, the guy from Jackass.
Yeah, Johnny Knoxville.
They got rid of him, and his voice was terrible in the first movie.
Oh, I liked him.
I thought he sounded like just like this angry asshole.
So he sounded like Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
But yeah, and I thought the action was fun. I thought Megan Fox didn't annoy me. Is the best I can say.
I gotta say, talking about the CGI, I think the best CGI work was the one that was done on her face. Like that was just, like, I don't know, what a digital or
to make her not look plastic. It was
LucasArts. Like when she was standing, when there were scenes where she was standing next to Stephen Amell, who was terrible, by the way.
Yeah, he wasn't good in this movie.
He was terrible, but you want to know something? He was the best part of the movie for me.
It's like,
and I know
the worst costume design, by the way. Like I'm gonna wear a T-shirt under this leather jacket, and I'm gonna have a stubbly beard and jeans, and
At least they made fun of the T-shirt.
That's true.
In the funniest joke in the movie.
Even though he's jacked, which is interesting, but
and then you got fucking Will Arnett, kid guy can't even fit out a T-shirt.
Yeah, Will Arnett. I didn't hate him in this movie. I hated him in this movie. He annoyed the hell out of me in this movie.
I'll be honest with you guys. I double featured this with Popstar, and that amount of Will Arnett that I got from those two movies is more Will Arnett that I've ever needed ever.
But
like
how was Popstar?
I think in that day I reached my peak Will Arnett for the rest of my life, and I'm
start just gravelly voicing for the rest of the day.
He stars as Batman next year, so.
Well, and not gonna see that if that's the case.
I might. That was
like Will Arnett's the kind of guy.
Batman,
if I saw him broken down on the side of the road, and I was the only person that went by, I would just sit there, stare at him for 10 seconds, roll down the window, and say, "Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2," and then drive off. That's what I would do to Will Arnett. Maybe a little harsh.
I would do the same thing and let him in my car.
I hate him so much, and I hear he's such a jerk. That's the rumor going around. I can totally believe it. But anyways,
he's just
let's talk about the movie a little bit more. Just bashing people, but that's okay. That's fun too. I guess since this will take shorter, my favorite and the only part of the movie that I liked was the sequence in Brazil, like the plane. And then
that's the only good part of that whole movie.
Yeah, like that was a lot of fun. I think they did a really good job there, and the turtles didn't talk too much, which was nice.
I think that was why I liked it so much.
Yeah, but no, it was a really well designed scene. But then at the same time, Bebop and Rocksteady made me want.
Oh, they're awesome.
Myself.
They were funny for the first half of the movie. About the 90th time I heard "my man," I was like, okay.
But the thing is, their personalities from when they were human to like monsters or whatever they ended up being were just for me they were just completely different. Like,
really?
They were
I thought they were the exact same. Yeah.
I must have either I might. Fun fact: I might not have been paying close attention to the movie.
They were hamming it up and being dumb before they were animals, and when they got animals, they were the same.
But why keep his hair? That's what I want to know. The guy's pink purple mohawk or whatever, aren't they? I don't know.
Because that's what the cartoon is.
But the other guy lost his hair. Like I don't get it. It's weird. But nitpicking. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film.
You don't need to nitpick. You can just. There's plenty wrong with it.
That's true. Like, for instance, how Megan Fox just, like, doesn't have a job anymore. That was fun. Except at the very end, she gave... By the way, as somebody who works in news, what was up with that final speech? Like, that's never going to be... I know they're not aimed for accuracy here, but that's never going to be on a news station. Like,
wait, wasn't it, like, super vague saying that maybe the police didn't do everything or whatever?
I guess.
She was trying to low-key give the turtle credit.
Oh God!
Even though I don't know why why they think people are gonna shun them if they come out.
I love the scene when Mikey came out and for the parade, and everybody's like, "Sweet costume, bro." It's like, no.
This guy's a giant video game character. You'd be able to tell that he's not.
Even if that was the most realistic looking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, it's still like that's literally impossible to do. You cannot make a costume that looks like that. I was like, what is happening?
He's only got 3 fingers. I think you would realize.
That's impossible. You can't make your hands. I don't know. That was ridiculous to me. Also, Krang. What was up with Krang?
Oh my God, it was garbage.
The thing is, I kind of realized this was what the movie is halfway through. This movie is fan service. This movie is fan service through and through. This is a giant cartoon. This is a cartoon brought to life and giving out fan service.
That's fine.
And so that's pretty much what Krang was. He was there to say Krang was there.
They never targeted his brain. They only targeted his body. They
didn't think about it. But then they'd kill him, and then they'd have to show death. So
yeah, he was on that Doc Ock arm for 90% of the time, but they still were trying to take down his suit. It's like, what are we doing here, guys? He's gonna destroy the city. You might want to take him out or something.
Stop messing around and let's figure it out.
Screwing around, you guys. Gosh. And the melodramatic of like playing up the relationship with the turtles was just like, what is happening here? I didn't.
I love that stuff. That was my favorite. Some of my favorite stuff in the movie. Like, I legitimately like. There was good character moments. Like, even one part that I actually got a little bit emotionally, like, not like I'm like crying, but like I was like, oh, that's
Josh
wow.
cried.
No, but there was this part where they're stealing out of the police department, and they get caught, and the guy's like, they're monsters, and Mikey's like, we're not monsters. And I was like, oh, well, Mikey. But I thought that was nice.
But by definition, they are monsters.
Technically,
they are mutants.
They are like abominations against nature.
There we go. Abomination
TBH.
is a great word.
But that's fine. I mean, that's cool.
Are you the guy from Stitch? Abomination.
Low key, literally me. The whale guy, yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Stephen Amell.
Okay.
I'm not saying that I was ever gonna go out and buy like Arrow on DVD, but this pretty much solidifies in my head that I'm never gonna watch that show because he is the worst actor in the world.
Oh no, don't.
He's
so much better on Arrow.
I don't like Arrow. I stopped watching the show. He's fantastic on that show.
The first 2 seasons of Arrow are great.
There's an episode in season 2 towards the end, and it's some of the best TV acting I've seen in a really long time. Like he's fantastic.
He's a very good actor. I don't know why he phoned it in so much for this movie.
Yeah, but the thing is, the character was written. I love Casey Jones' character. I thought that he was a big letdown in this movie. That was not Casey Jones. He was just kind of there. He was just, let's put on a hockey mask for 5 seconds. Call him Casey Jones. He uses a hockey stick once, and that's as close to it comes about being Casey Jones, except for the one scene where he completely rages out in the bar.
Yeah,
that was
like
Casey.
You're a cop, okay? I don't care if this guy's like a criminal or whatever, but like you're a cop and you're destroying, like just wrecking stuff.
I don't know. I thought that was totally.
When he broke that perfectly fine jukebox, I about walked out. I want one of those, and a jukebox with CDs too. How quaint, how fun.
Yeah.
Before we get any further, I think we need to talk about Tyler Perry.
Okay.
That was Tyler Perry, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Somewhat.
I couldn't tell if I was just being racist or if that was actually Tyler Perry.
Wow.
Because he was not good.
Yeah. The thing that insults me the most about it is that I've seen Gone Girl multiple times.
And he's great in that movie.
He's so good in Gone Girl. And it is
he's a cartoon character.
He's just in the worst way. Like
that's the point of everything in this movie.
The worst.
I get that,
yeah, they're trying to be cartoony, but they're being the worst type of cartoony.
Like, for instance, SpongeBob SquarePants the movie.
Great movie.
Those completely ripped from the TV show cartoony. Like those but the characters, if you just think the characters in that movie are totally off the wall, crazy cartoony. Like, Mr. Krabs loves money. SpongeBob and Patrick are idiots. Like Plankton's evil. Like those are cartoony. Those are cartoony characters.
Yeah, but if that movie
but in a good way.
If that movie was the same exact thing, same script, same performances, but with live action actors, it would come off weird.
Well, that's also a talking sponge. That's not like, I mean, granted, turtles aren't that much better, but they're still like, they still are sentient beings in a way. I mean, they do have like thoughts and stuff, but I don't know. There's probably better.
Sponges have thoughts. I don't think sponges have thoughts.
They don't. Like real sponges don't. I mean, as far as I know.
I don't think they do. Are you talking about turtles that are sentient? You call one of these things sentient?
Yeah, no, turtles are. Like they are.
Okay, yes, turtles do have thoughts.
These things are.
Yeah, turtles have thoughts. That much I know. But like, I forgot what I was saying. But no, yeah, they're cartoony in the wrong ways. Like they're so over the top cartoony. I still understand how you, Josh, a respected film goer, respected film connoisseur, can be cool with this, even though you know that there's a good turtles out there. Like there's a good to very good turtles out there
because I think this is I think this is good.
Okay, fine. I don't know. I'm confused by that whole thing. I need a 10-page paper on my desk by Monday.
It gave me the cartoon in live action.
Okay.
And that's all I wanted. I don't want anything. I don't expect anything great out of Ninja Turtles, because I'm never going to get something artistic or anything more than just really good to great, with like the animated movie. I love that movie, but like I only love that movie because it's everything I want out of Ninja Turtles. It's not like anything. It's not like, a superhero movie like The Dark Knight or, Avengers or something like that, where it's like a legitimately really well made, awesome movie. But it's like that movie it gives me what I want out of Ninja Turtles, and that's all I ever ask for. So
Okay. Cody, anything else you'd like to talk about?
Maybe I disliked this movie so much because I didn't get any of the fan service. I thought everybody
that's about 70% of this movie. So
in this movie was just too over the top, not funny. The plot was boring. I hated everybody in this movie, including Master Splinter.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't like Splinter? I like Splinter.
He was in the movie for 20 minutes. Maybe not even that much. He was in it for 5 minutes.
They talked to him like twice. It was like, hey, maybe you could help. I don't know.
And it's just Leo saying, yeah, I'm sad. I can't get these guys to work together. And then a joke about how fast he is and shit. I might be
mixing this up with the first movie, but isn't there like a scene where somebody's attacking the turtle base or something? I can't remember what exactly happened, but there was something going on where like Splinter's around. He just isn't doing a damn thing. Like he isn't helping or anything. Like when they find the cure. Where the hell's Splinter?
I don't know.
Might be interested in that. He's just sort of like in his kitchen or whatever, cooking rice.
Whatever,
I don't know.
I'm gonna go meditate now.
Makes no sense.
No.
Like I know this is a
something.
movie.
You know that the build up to the last fight.
Yeah.
Where they're doing. I literally almost fell asleep watching that. I was so bored, so not invested with anything that was happening that I was just, why am I here? Why the fuck did you guys make me spend $8 to see this garbage?
I feel like we both owe you an apology.
I don't.
You know what? You get an extra point on game night just for going through.
Yes. Make up last week.
Jeez. All right. Anything, Josh? Anything else you want to say in defense of your movie?
Just, you know what? I went in this movie. I wanted to see Ninja Turtles be Ninja Turtles that I loved as a kid, and I got that for about 2 hours, and I had a smile on my face for the majority of the time I was in the theater. So I think the performances of the Turtles was good. Casey Jones was a letdown, but I mean, can't win them all. I thought I had fun. You know what? I would see a third one, but I'd rather just see more animated movies. So,
and to end it, you guys have anything else to add before we wrap it up?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, to end it, let me just say, Josh, you're making very similar points to the points that I made defending Spectre. So,
is TMNT his Spectre now?
Well, I mean, if you think of it, it's like, oh, well, I know this series, and I know them better than a lot of people, so I think I'll enjoy it more, which is pretty much what I said with Spectre. So I don't know. I'm just saying we're coming from the same school.
Yeah, but this isn't like a masterpiece, and I don't love this movie.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying. I'm trying to back you up a little bit here, buddy. Okay. You know.
I don't know.
I'm trying to massage your shoulders in your corner instead of
used to the world attacking me. I don't know.
It's okay.
I mean, I'm sorry. This isn't a reflection about what I think of you.
Yeah. Well,
I actually like you a lot less than I like this movie. I'm just kidding.
Fair.
I'm just joking.
All right, let's go. Let's do a grade before we lose somebody.
Yeah, before somebody dies tonight.
Josh, start with you.
I'm gonna go 7.5.
Okay, Cody.
3.
Yeah, I'll go 3.5. Because like I said, the Brazil sequence sort of made it for me. And there were a couple little scenes, and I would be lying if I said I didn't laugh a few times. And, yeah, that's about it. Oh, and there was that opening scene with Megan Fox. I know is like, you know, I know it's like
movie. Let's just take a look at her tits for 4 seconds. Like,
yeah,
that was Michael Bay's compromise. Was what that was.
Want to see the boobs? Yeah. You got to see the boobs at least once.
Yeah, that scene in the first TMNT where she's like bent out of the door the window of that car,
pathetic.
And Will Arnett's like, never mind, you're fine, and he's like checks out her ass. Like, come on, man.
That was pathetic.
I know I'm a sexist bastard, but you know, whatever. Women do the same thing. Anyways, great. So let's move on to watching, reading, listening to for this week. Cody, why don't you get us started?
I've been listening to the audiobook of The Bat based on your suggestion, Mason, and I'm very much enjoying it. I'm already over halfway done with it.
Oh, really? Wow.
The halfway point of that book is banana nuts crazy, and I wanted to... It was so... Do you know the part... Have you read this yet?
Yeah, that's why I recommend it to you.
You know the part I'm talking about?
Be vague, because I finished it a while ago.
It's directly before the part where Harry Hull's life goes to shit.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah,
that was crazy.
That was pretty wild, yeah.
But yeah, I'm very much enjoying this book. I can't wait to see how it pans out.
I don't know about you, but I fell in love with Birgitta.
She's my favorite.
She is. I love her.
I hope that whole situation resolves itself by the end of the book. Don't say anything.
No comment. All right, awesome. So as for myself, I saw Popstar. Never Stop, Never Stopping. I'm a huge Lonely Island fan, like from their days in SNL. I think those guys are hysterical. They're geniuses. Very funny. The movie's funnier. I like it more looking back on it than I did watching it. It's like there were some things I just didn't quite understand, and then I'm kind of like as I process the movie, I'm starting to enjoy it more. But the songs, the Bin Laden song, amazing. If anybody's heard it, it's hysterical. And they have a song called Mona Lisa, where the chorus is Mona Lisa. Like it's about this guy who goes to see the Mona Lisa, and when he gets to it, he's like, Mona Lisa, you're an overrated piece of shit. It's so... I died laughing at that. Sandberg's great. There's this moment where he's depressed, and he's like just standing in this bathroom, and he just falls right into a pool and like doesn't move. It's hysterical. There's a great cameo by Judd Apatow. Have you guys seen the movie?
Yeah.
He was the gentleman who had his body parts signed when Andy Samberg was in the limousine.
That was him?
That was Judd Apatow.
Oh my god.
What are your thoughts? Like, so I'm thinking about seeing it, but I have to work tomorrow. So the first showing is at noon. Mm-hmm. Will I be out of there by 2:30?
It's really short.
Yeah,
I know, but you got to remember the.
I'd say that probably
with trailers it's like an hour and 35.
Let's check the exact runtime. Because I do think, like, do you like The Lonely Island?
Oh, I love them.
Okay, yeah. So so you definitely would enjoy it, and it's at 86 minutes, so it's just under an hour and a half. So I think you'd be okay. Okay, maybe I'll go see it then. Or if not, I'll go see it. It's this weekend. It's really funny. Josh, the best joke. One of my favorite jokes of the entire movie was towards the end. Do you remember the excuse they gave for why Connor For Real and his crew stepped in for Taylor Swift? Yes. That I died. Oh my god, that was hysterical. Because it was so off the cuff, and they don't elaborate on it at all, and it's so hysterical. Oh man, little things like that. Those are the things I'm remembering that I'm just loving this movie for. So so highly recommend it. I'd give it like an 8.5, something like that. Oh wow, really, highly enjoyable, great movie. And I also watched The Night Manager, the movie, the miniseries. TV show, right? Yeah. The miniseries that people are salivating over, especially with Tom Hiddleston as Bond, which is not happening, by the way. He even said it. So score Mason. I think it might be Aidan Turner. I really do. It's sounding like the guy from The Hobbit that I like. Just give me a second. The one who was in love with the very good-looking dwarf. Yeah. Yeah. I really think it's gonna be him. It seems like it's rolling that way. So he's super pretty boy though. It's weird. But you got to, and then there were none. Like I don't know, talk about. He's in that fabulous performance. So good. I'm excited. I can't wait. And I really enjoyed that show. Hugh Laurie was amazing. Like I don't know, I'm not really too up with the whole awards season for TV shows, but if he gets an Emmy or whatever you get for that, a Golden Globe, whatever, I don't know. I'd be down for that because he was awesome. Played a great villain that was really, really, really charming. The guy you kind of want to hang out with. One of the faults of the show is I don't think they made him bad enough because people call him the worst man in the world. and it's only by things that he kind of does, not the things that you see him doing. If that makes any sense. His evilness is mostly off screen, I guess. Which is, that works. That probably works for some people. But I want to, if you're gonna crown somebody the worst man in the world, you better have him do something cool, like in evil, like I don't know, criticize a judge for being Hispanic. But yeah, Trump reference. Anyways, Josh, what do you think? Or what do you think? What did you watch?
What did you?
Tell me how smart I am, Josh. No, what did you watch, read, listen to this week?
Well, I was going to talk about Popstar because I just saw that last night.
Oh, okay, sorry. What did you think?
I thought it was really funny. I was really laughing a lot. Andy Samberg, I didn't like Hot Rod, the last movie he did, so I didn't really expect to like this much. But
Saw that in the theater. I don't know. Funny movie.
But I really, really enjoyed this. That was really funny. And yeah, that I don't want to spoil it, but that cameo that you're talking about with Judd Apatow, that I now know it's Judd Apatow.
One of the best cameos of all time.
That was hysterical. Oh my god. And the music's great. What else did I watch? That's right. I just actually, it's an ongoing comic book series that only started, I want to say a month ago. Poe Dameron. It's a series following. It's pretty much a prequel to The Force Awakens. So yes, I'm talking about Star Wars again this week.
We went so close to not mentioning Star Wars.
Yeah, we really
almost.
Damn.
We're not getting away with it. But yeah, it's a series. It's about the lead up to Poe Dameron meeting Lor Santeca in the opening of The Force Awakens. And I don't know if it's a long running series or it's going to be a limited run, but it's really good. I think I love the character. I'm loving the character of Poe the more I learn about him, and I want to see more of him in the movies, obviously. But I like everything I see about him. He feels like he's not a Han Solo ripoff. He just feels like he's like a new generation's. He could be a new generation's Han Solo if he's given enough screen time. Hey, he was barely in the movie. And I don't know. I really like this character. I want to learn more about him, and this is a fun series. So if you loved Poe and you love Oscar Isaac, you like Star Wars, you should check it out.
Yeah, I hope that they don't do a Poe, what's her name? Rey love story in
I don't
episode
think they
8.
will.
I'd rather her be kind of do her own thing, or just not fall in love because she doesn't have to all the time.
Well, as of right now, they're not even on the same planet. So
True.
They'll get there.
They'll get there. Love finds a way, Tars.
Tars. It's love, Tars. It's
Love. Tars.
what a
Gotta
dumb
get those
movie.
in. Gotta get those in. Awesome. So fun episode. Got a lot. One of the best ones we had in a while, I think.
Yeah.
Just from my unbiased opinion. So fun stuff. So next week we've got.
I think this was so good because this is the first time I've genuinely hated a movie that we watched.
And it's also the first time, I'm pretty sure it's the first time that two of us have disliked a movie while the other has liked it. Because we've either been unanimous or one of us.
2v1, yeah.
Yeah.
That's still breaking ground 33 episodes later.
What about Iron Man 3 or Thor 2?
Well, those are like
that doesn't count. Those are retroactive.
Okay.
yeah, those are retrospectives are moot, unfortunately. But in the main episode,
Shucks.
in the
With these
main canon,
rules.
in the main canon, we this is the first. So
The canon of real flicks.
exactly. But anyways, so next week we got Conjuring 2, which rumor has it is not bad. So that makes it very it sets itself apart from most horror sequels. So I'm really, really excited about that one. I can't wait to go back and revisit it. Because fun fact, watched it the last time with the lights on. So girls don't like me, that's for sure. But yeah, Conjuring 2, really excited about that one. So this week was part 1 of Josh Month. Next week is part 2. So only 2 more to go.
No, 3 more.
Oh yeah, that's right. Damn you.
What's the rest of Josh Month, and when do I get a month?
Independence Day, Conjuring, and Finding Dory.
Why is Finding Dory you?
Because I love Finding Nemo.
It's his favorite
Everybody
Pixar.
in the world loves Finding
No, but it's
Nemo.
his favorite Pixar movie.
Well, you're wrong. But I'm pretty sure we've had this discussion because Toy Story is the best Pixar movie.
Yeah.
But
I agree. Brave is definitely the best Pixar.
oh, get out!
No, I never even saw that. Why? No need to.
If you had the chance to change,
I
would
didn't
you
even
do it?
Isn't it just like her mom turns into a bear or something? I don't know.
It's something dumb. It's not a good movie.
I've never seen it.
All right.
But
That's the
anyways,
episode. Let's get out of here.
yeah, let's you can follow us at _RealFlix on Twitter. Send us an email at realflixpodcast@gmail.com and leave us an iTunes review. They always help to keep the lights on, which I will need when I watch The Conjuring, so that'll be very important. So any help you can offer me is well appreciated. So until next time, guys, take it easy.
Don't see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Don't do it.